Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into a really interesting idea from Kenton Patterson.
Yeah, this phrase he uses, our vision is bigger than our needs. It's quite powerful.
It really is. We've got some excerpts here from an article he wrote based in New Zealand.
And our mission really is to unpack that, to see how focusing beyond just, the essentials can actually drive progress for you, for everyone.
Exactly. How can that shift from just thinking about immediate needs to embracing a larger vision? How can that reshape things?
Well, Patterson himself notes how much we focus on the right now, this constant immediacy.
Right. And his philosophy kind of pushes back against that, offering a different way to look at things.
So the core question he poses, it really challenges that instant gratification mindset we often have. How does a bigger vision change us, change the world? He sees us getting, bogged down sometimes, just meeting the basics, but he thinks we're built for more, for creation, growth, even leadership.
So what's the actual power there in having a vision that's bigger than just, say, paying the bills?
Well, Patterson puts it quite directly. He says, a compelling vision doesn't just pull you forward.
It transforms you.
Yeah,
I like that.
exactly. It starts to change your habits, the choices you make every day, your whole path, really.
So when your goal isn't just about survival, you start living more intentionally. It makes sense.
Think about it. Maybe a time a big goal changed your day to day. What did that feel like?
Yeah, definitely. Now, Patterson uses some pretty big historical examples to back this up.
Right. Think about space exploration or the internet or, major medical advances.
These weren't about immediate survival needs, were they?
Not at all. They came from a vision of what could be, often flying in the face of what seemed possible at the time.
And he believes this same principle applies to us individually.
Absolutely. Whether it's like starting a business or learning a new skill or even just feeling like there's something more.
That vision can be the engine in a way that just focusing on needs maybe can't.
In his perspective, it's also shaped by where he is in New Zealand. He sees a lot of innovation there.
Which leads to this organization he's involved with, Future Tech-wise.
Yes, exactly. They're trying to foster this vision-driven approach, specifically with technology.
Okay, so what does that mean in practice?
Well, their vision is for tech that actually builds connection, real collaboration, community, not just, faster everything or more convenience.
So tech with a deeper purpose.
Yeah.
Tied to that bigger picture idea.
Precisely. And Patterson really stresses that these big, grand visions, they often start small.
It's not like you wake up one day with a fully formed plan to change the world.
Not usually, no.
Yeah.
He talks about taking that first step, saying yes to growth, choosing faith over fear sometimes, acting on those initial little ideas.
It sounds like it boils down to a mindset shift.
It really does. He frames it as moving from constantly asking, what can I get out of this, to asking, what can I give, what can I build, who can I lift up?
And that change, he suggests, has a ripple effect. It goes way beyond just yourself.
Which brings us to some challenging questions he poses, really for all of us.
Yeah, he asks directly, if you had no limits,
Yeah.
what would you build?
Who would you become?
What legacy would you leave behind? Powerful stuff to think about.
He believes that kind of thinking, that expansive view, is actually essential.
Okay, so let's just sort of recap the core idea here.
Fundamentally, it's this difference Patterson highlights. Living just to meet needs versus living with a vision that transcends them.
And the argument is that this vision isn't just a nice idea, it actively transforms your habits, your choices.
Right, and we see it historically. Space, the internet, medicine, all driven by vision, not just necessity.
And we touched on Future Tech-wise in New Zealand, championing this vision-first approach for technology, focusing on connection.
Community collaboration. And the key, really, is that big visions start small.
Taking that first step, choosing growth, acting on ideas.
And making that crucial shift in mindset from get to give, from me to we, in a sense.
It really comes back to that interplay, doesn't it? Between our very real grounding needs
And our capacity for these soaring visions. Patterson's point seems to be that we need both, but it's the vision that truly propels us forward.
And he leaves us with the thought that by daring to pursue a vision bigger than ourselves, by acting with that kind of intention, well, that's how we can genuinely impact the world.
So the question lingers. What future could your vision help create? Something to mull over.